So first up, this video isn't about me giving you a set of rules. Let's get that straight from the outset. This is about me sharing with you the importance of having a set of rules as a discipline when you're out shooting street photography. You know, there's this myth relative to freedom, that doing whatever you want, whenever you want to do it. Well, that's freedom. That's not freedom. That's being a slave to your desires. It's a slavery to the fear of missing out, which is basically being a slave to fear. Like, as human beings, we don't really like to be constrained or told what to do. That's because being constrained is challenging, and challenges are uncomfortable. And over our dead body, we're going to feel uncomfortable. So we push back, usually along the lines of, nobody's telling me what to do, or you're trying to control me. But too often, that's just an unconscious pushing back against discomfort, like I've said. So when you have a constraint, a set of rules or guidelines, a framework, and you're out shooting within those parameters, you'll come up against yourself, your limitations. Especially if you're clever with the guidelines you set yourself. You don't make them too easy. Then you're going to be stretched. So it's only when we're stretched that we grow. So I don't know, the rules could be as follows. They don't have to be these. You can come up with your own rules, your own guidelines. This is just an example, just a suggestion, arbitrary, okay? So when you're out shooting for 30 minutes, you shoot within a 10-foot by 10-foot perimeter. Very short space to work within. So imagine a circle or a square, and you stay within that. Like building on this, the advanced version. So you shoot one street corner only for an hour every time you go out, okay? And even better still, every time you go out, you revisit that location. There's something about us street photographers, and I've said this before, where we're always looking to move from one place to the next, to the next, to the next. It's kind of mostly out of fear. That's what it is. I see photographers out there. It's like, oh, they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be uncovered. But there's no treasure on the surface. So for me to uncover stuff that's going to create images that are beyond that surface level, that have character, that have depth, then I have to dig deeper. I have to hang in there, and that can be uncomfortable, right? Hanging out in the same place. So setting a rule or a guideline for yourself that's going to facilitate that, that's a great rule to have, guys. That's a great little discipline you can set yourself. So it could be, this is a juicy one. It's almost a cliche one now, okay, in terms of what I talk about on my workshop, but don't change your winning formula, right? Every time you go out, you ask 3 strangers minimum if you can take their portrait. And as an extra challenge for yourself, you set a minimum of 3 minutes that you're shooting that person. You know how it is. We ask someone if we could take their photograph. We kind of get uncomfortable. We don't want to tax that person's time. They're already stopped for us, right? So we want to get the shot done and move on. But again, it's about digging deep, scratching beneath the surface. That's where the juice is. It might be when you're out, you only give yourself 5 clicks for that entire session. So you're out, you're looking forward to going out with your street photography and shooting, and you've been planning it all week, and you give yourself just 5 shots, 5 clicks, that's it. Or when you go out shooting, you're only allowed to shoot for that session for 45 minutes, that's it. Yeah, and whatever you can capture. See, this is the thing, oh, there's not enough time for me to warm up. My experience is that the less time I have, the more energy I put into that session of shooting. I'm more alert, I'm more vigilant. If I can just shoot all day, I've got as much time as I want to shoot. I'm never really overly alert or overly vigilant. I'm just out, I'm kind of hoping for the best. And that's what photography is for me. It's about senses amplified. I'm alert, I'm vigilant, I'm on the balls of my feet. And I'll do whatever it takes to create that kind of energy within myself so that I can shoot from that place. The rules you create for yourself can change, by the way, all of the time, okay? I would have them fixed in place for a set period of time, maybe a couple of months. Okay, but it's your way, it's your game, you set it up however you want. The important thing is to have like a framework and a structure. And a structure like a discipline. Yeah, so that keeps you in check and keeps you pushing yourself. We want to be pushing against our limitations each time we're out, guys. That's what this is about. Pushing up against our ceiling and like, can we take it that one step further? So guys, I hope this is useful. Let's not get confused here. Like, creative freedom isn't about just going with the flow. It isn't. It's about stretching ourselves so that we're continually expanding and kind of developing new ways to look at the world, to see. Uncovering new layers, uncharted territory. And to do that, we have to incorporate a discipline relative to how we're shooting so that we don't become, I don't know, static and habitual. Same in life, really. Guys, please subscribe to the channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, it's really a big support. And give this video a like. You know, the like button, YouTube loves that for some reason. I have no idea why, but it does. If you haven't grabbed a copy yet of my zine, The Way of the Street Photographer, you get it on my website, lashmarcreative.com. I'll put a link to it in my show notes to anything that I think you might find useful. There's some resources there, guys. So do look at the show notes underneath this video. Check out the podcast, the Dare Photography Podcast on Spotify. I think that'll do for this one. See you next week, if not before. Out.
I made up for the loss. Took some time to think it over. I reduced all the costs. Feeling lighter. It's a sunny day, it's a sunny day. We took some time to decide what words to rhyme, and it feels so fine. Now it blows my mind. Tear down the walls and reclaim the Albert Hall, 'cause it feels so fine. Now it blows my mind. I am someone to trust. Took some strength to turn it over.